Happy Friday, everybody. You made it. The weekend is here. And I hope you're all having a good one. I'm going to get on here and do your full moon in Sagittarius forecast since we do have a full moon coming this weekend. So let me just turn my light on. Now, there, I should have had that on. Normally, I would be doing this from YouTube, but my daughter just installed an OBT broadcasting studio that I'm not familiar with, and I've not had any time to use it because for the past week, I've been dealing with a lot of dental problems, and that's a story for another time. Anyway, I haven't been able to talk much. I've been in excruciating pain. This is actually one of the first days I have not been in a whole lot of pain. But it is what it is. But anyway, we have a full moon in Sagittarius this Saturday, which is tomorrow, June 3rd. This is taking place at 11:42 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This full moon is also called a strawberry moon or a rose moon because back in the day, it was all about the solstice season that's coming up. I believe that's on the 20th of June. And the strawberry harvest. This is also, where the days begin to get shorter after the solstice. The days start to get shorter. And it's like the harvest season. The harvest season is upon us. I could see that from my garden that's just absolutely blooming and going crazy. This energy is ripe and it's full of life. And we, as human beings, we also need to get outside in the sunshine, be active, and enjoy the longer days that are given to us. As the days get shorter, we don't notice them right away, and that's why they call August the dog days of summer, because even though the days are getting shorter and we're in a harvest season, the long dog days of summer seem to roll on, meaning that summer lasts. The dog days of summer. One of those oldie but goodie expressions, I guess. Now, Sagittarius is considered the truth seeker of the zodiac and rules higher learning, teaching, traveling, foreigners, foreign lands, religion as well. This sign also rules laws, courts, and justice. So it's about seeking out the truth. It rules the animal kingdom. It rules our pets. And it does rule the indigenous of the land. So anytime there is a full moon in Sagittarius, there is always the possibility of disturbing news from foreign lands and the animal kingdom that take place. This is also an indicator of religious values and dogmatic views being imposed on others. And we know all about this with all the laws that are going into effect. The Pope, the Vatican, also will make headlines. I know the Pope is not that healthy. I do have to go look at his stars before I say anything, but I don't look good. That's all I'm going to say. As do other religious groups, and I mean this not in a good way. So once this full moon hits, these next 2 weeks, you're going to see stuff coming out in the news, and you've got to look into other news facilities besides the ones you see on. Those are not going to tell you the truth. I was going to save this for Financial Fridays. I'm going to make another video and record it later, but I never realized how much shit BlackRock owns. Okay. I mean, fuck. They own everything. They own CNN. They are shareholders at Fox News. Those are just the two multimedia corporations that I can think of. So when I say get your information elsewhere, do it. Find other ways to get your information because you're not being told everything. And that's all I'm going to say. I'll save that for Financial Fridays, whether that's tonight or next week. All right, where was I? Now, Sagittarius, like I said, is the truth seeker of the zodiac. And like I said, it rules courts and justice. So you will hear probably more about Clarence Thomas, and other court justices will come to light. I'm sure there'll be something negative coming in the news for Donald Trump as well, because this full moon is operating right under one of his unlucky biorhythm days. So you'll see what I mean. Okay? All right, I'm trying to find out where I was. The downfall, like I said, to this energy is always going to be arrogance, overconfident, and being downright obnoxious, boastful, and prideful. That is the negative side of Sagittarian energy. And wherever this sign hits your own personal chart, you will experience its energies too. The world will see more and more people impose, and I've said, I'm repeating this, but I have to, impose their religious virtues and beliefs to the general public. Change usually comes within the world of religion, laws, and justice. So with this energy, change comes. So expect more court justice news. The more positive aspect of this energy is to get out in the open air, wide open spaces, and feel and breathe in the fresh air and the freedom it gives you. Sagittarius rules wide open spaces. I'm in Sagittarian country, the desert. So when I go to Sedona, all I see is the Archer. It is Sagittarian land because it's wide open spaces. Phoenix, not so much. Phoenix is like a mini LA. It is a complete fucking cesspool of shit. But once you get out of Phoenix, there's some beautiful places you could see in Arizona, especially near my neck of the woods. But wide open spaces, it will do something to your mind. Get out there, whether it's in the pine trees of Flagstaff in the mountains, or in the red rocks of Sedona, or in the desert. Wide open spaces. Now, these next few weeks, we are going into a waning moon phase. And every time we go into one of those, I always say it's a time to put things to rest, put things into completion. And these next few weeks are a time to reflect, make plans for the future. This is a good time, too, to get those pets there, like vet checkups, because Sagittarian rules animals. And unfortunately, this energy can produce the crossing over to the rainbow bridge of our beloved pets, too. So there is that negative as well. This is also, as we're on the subject of animals and pets, this is also not the time to bring any new pets home. I don't care if they're domestic pets, your cats, your dogs, but this is also farm animals, donkeys, chickens, horses, pigs, cows. This is not the time to go and buy them at the market, or whatever they do, whatever farmers do at an auction for livestock. This is not the time to do that. Okay, you want to wait till the new moon. You're going to end up getting a sick pet, or there might be something wrong with the animal, unhealthy animal. I know a lot of people who have bought pets in this wanting Sagittarian energy and end up only having their cat for 3 years. It dies unexpectedly from, 3 years is nothing. A cat should live longer than that. I've seen freaky things happen to people with their pets during this energy, so please be aware of it. Yeah, just wait for the new moon. Purchase any new pets or livestock. My magical folk. This one's a little short and sweet, but this full moon in Sagittarius magic is usually focused on healing and safety spells for our pets. This is very blessed to do any kind of healing and protection spell work for your animals, even your livestock. If you are a farmer or own livestock and you want to protect your pets from, the coyotes or the other wild animals that come onto your farm, perfect time. in Sagittarius. This is a good time for legal and court spell work. If you're dealing with courts and laws, Sagittarius rules courts and laws. Manifesting opportunities in higher education, perfect. One thing that works really well on the full moon is doing any sort of truth spells. They work very well under these stars. And any healing spells for yourself or loved ones, or if you're a practitioner, any kind of healing spells for the lower back, the liver, the hips, and the thighs are all blessed now, because on the medical aspect, those are the body parts and the organs that Sagittarius rules. So happy magic making and happy manifesting. The next few weeks will be very eventful with news of foreign issues or even tragedies. Vatican news, the Pope, and more issues with court justices, courts, laws, religions, and even the animal world can make headlines. Be prepared for something shocking to occur around June 7th in the realm of Uranic energy. Now, my Patreons have all the dates, and there's about 5 or 6 more dates connected to this. And you can just go to Patreon, look up Astro Strega. I'm not Astrology Witch on Patreon. I am Astro Strega. Go to that, and you could find my Patreon. You could join for $5 a month and get all the pertinent details. Okay, yeah, because we're going to be in some heavy Uranic energy coming around June 7th. We will see the negative side of Sagittarius in souls. A lot of, especially people who have a strong Jupiter and Sagittarian energy in their chart. You're going to see souls with excessive gambling and drinking, heads buried in the sand, meaning you could tell them the sky is blue, and they're going to argue, no, the sky is red. People with their heads buried in the sand, refusing to seek out the truth. This is where arrogance and pridefulness come into play. And some will be downright obnoxious to the point where some of us are just going to want to run away from these souls and say, okay, get out of my face. Souls born with a strong Sagittarius moon, sun, ascending, dragon's head or tail, all fire signs and Geminis will feel this full moon the strongest. And these next few weeks are for, learning deeper metaphysical knowledge, seeking the deep, dark truths, teaching others higher consciousness, learning about other cultures, and tending to our four-legged fur babies. Get out into the wide open space. Take your pets for a walk. With this energy, animals like to get out too. Just be aware of your surroundings when you're doing that, though. This is about seeking the deep, dark truths and teaching others higher consciousness, learning about other cultures, and teaching and not teaching, but like I said, tending to our animals, helping our animals, giving them the best care and quality of life that we can give them. Cook for your animals. If that is your thing, these next 2 weeks would be beautiful for that. Cooking up a storm for your gatos or your, dogs. I call my cats gatos. So in Italian, a dog is cane, cano. So yes, get out there. Make some food for your animals. That's another beautiful thing to do in Sagittarian energy. And like I said, get out there in the wide open space of nature. And because it is required by this moon to get out there. Oh yeah, one more thing. Get out some popcorn too, as there will be more drama in Washington, D.C. in the weeks to come. I'm not sure what the hell it is. I don't know what's getting ready to happen, but I think it has to do with court justices, because that's very Sagittarian energy. But a few days after the full moon, we move into Sagittarian energy, and that rules politics. So said, 5th, 6th, something like that. Should be some interesting news from our government. So yeah, get out your popcorn. Be safe. For those of you who are in Patreon, do follow my days of caution. You can go out and have fun. You just have to maneuver around those dates. Have fun, be safe, and be blessed. Have a blessed moon, you guys. Blessed full moon to all of you. This one is short and sweet, as I have some plans for the weekend. So all of you out there, be safe, and I will see you soon.